It has been a very long time since I've gone live. Hello, Daddiddle, how you doing? Why am I dropping? Why have I already dropped 5% of my frames? That's not a good sign. Whatever. Why are there 2 GDs? That's a good question. Why are there 2 GDs? Why does OBS think Geometry Dash is Minecraft? Okay, there we go. This should be back to normal. Alright, hello everybody. There's quite a lot that I need to catch you up on. So basically, I don't care. So what has been happening is that for a while, just wasn't able to stream, didn't really feel like playing GD, just kind of, just going through a lot mentally, so I just put that on the back burner again for the second time this school year. But about like a few days ago, I actually found motivation to like get back into the game. So I started let me go on my whole spiel first and then I'll answer that question. So, started playing it again a few days ago, really struggled, then somehow fluked to 49 to 100, which was cool. Then I got 47 yesterday, like yesterday afternoon around this time. Then somehow, off recording, did 37 to 100. And then played some today, got 49 to 100, and then 16 to 92 somehow. And then when I sent that to my friend Stacks, he was like, dude, just go from 0 at this point. And I was like, okay, I intend to do that. And in a dozen attempts, let me just get that off the screen real quick. Yeah, in a dozen attempts, I got 71. And my previous best was 47. I completely fluked that, sir, somehow. So, yeah, that's where we are now. Don't know what my goal for today is. I'm just gonna say it's getting back to Galva, but yeah, a lot of progress. Sad I wasn't recording any of it, but meh. I'm actually really glad I didn't fluke it from 47 because that would have been bad. So as for your question, Sasha, I would say Acu is probably a better choice. Not even just because it's the cool, popular thing, but some of the parts in Kata are really tough for like a new Extreme Demon player, so yeah, that's where I'm coming from with that. Ah, 41st attempt of the stream. The top 27. Jesus Christ, that's a giant frame drop. What is up with why am I in the red? Hi, Evan. How are you doing? I got 71 on Digital Descent somehow. Yeah, if the stream starts to look like a microwave, just let me know. I will try to fix it. Also, I discovered a better strategy for my game crashed. Alright, cool, just do that. Man, this stream is not going well. First attempt is promising. Yeah, if the game doesn't decide to screw with me. Yeah, the stream may end up looking like a microwave. Nothing I can do about that, unfortunately. But yes, as I was saying... Please don't crash this time. Okay, good. I actually watched Aeon Air's video on it. Did you beat Artificial Ascent? Yeah, I did! So yeah, let me delete this start position and then put one at, here is good, I think. Let me... mini, and then normal or slow speed. But yeah, as it turns out, there's actually a much easier way to do Devon that I had no idea about until I watched Aeon Air's video, so yeah, there's that. And then Etzer is also made a little bit easier. That transition is the worst thing in the world, by the way, just thought I should point that out. So yeah, there's that. That has made this so much easier for me to do. Yeah, I'm just gonna move this as a... It crashed. I have 47 again. So yeah, I suppose I am going to have to try to get a new best again. I've been playing a lot of this level over the last little bit because I do want to... I'm honestly just tired of being stuck on this series because I started Artificial Ascent on October 7th. It is February 23rd, so it has been 4.5 months, and I'm moving at a pace of 1 level every 3 months. I could never imagine beating that. Yeah, I also could not have ever imagined myself beating that. But yeah, actually getting good at this game is just an absolutely surreal feeling. You might eventually be able to beat it. Yeah, that's the goal. Yeah, I cannot believe that the session with 71 crashed. I don't know how many attempts I had. I'm guessing, I'm just gonna throw a number out and say like 500. Or not 500, more like 300. Okay, new best. The hardest I was working on was Forsaken Neon. I got 54. Nice, but also... Yeah. Digital Descent looks fun, but also janky. Well, here's... This level would be... Okay, so there's obviously the thing about, you know, Devon, Etzer, and Carmel being completely impossible. That is a proven fact. But, like... Alright, see you, Evan. But yeah, this level would be so much more fun if it started at Abstract Dark. But having to... Because, like, I played from 16 a bunch earlier today and actually quite enjoyed myself, I have to say, even with Etzer being the worst thing in the world. But, like, just having to sit through this every time. And, like, there's a difference between this and, for example, the Lumina pre-drop. Because, like, yeah, the Lumina pre-drop, yes, it's similar levels of kind of boring to this, but like, it's also the hardest part of the level, bar none, so that's enough to like make attempts past it really feel like they mean something. And like, even if I was always terrible at taking advantage of that, it was still just an insane feeling every time I actually made it through there. This, on the other hand, it's just, this being one of the easiest parts of the level, it's just basically an auto-scroller with choke points before you get to the actual exciting parts. Huh? That was bizarre. So yeah, I don't know what else is really gonna happen today. I'm just happy that I got far in the first place. I somehow fluked the rest of the wave, getting to 71, which I'm really surprised at. Rip. So honestly, what I'm thinking, because like if the stream lag is this big of an issue, I have a couple levels I want to beat at my progression hardest. Like what? Because like, isn't your hardest around like the high end insane or low end extreme range? For some reason, I'm remembering that, or maybe I'm confusing it with Lucy. I don't know. $58, sure. You know what? I'll take it. I actually, because even if I didn't get frost. Okay, I didn't read the messages before that. Okay, please disregard my reaction. Okay, you know what? I'll take it. Because like even if I didn't make it that absurdly far again, I'm taking this as a success, because it shows that me getting past Etzer the first time wasn't just a fluke, and that I'm actually like capable of doing that, even if I died to something stupid in Lugia. Do you think Michigan is overglazed because of his legacy, and people overrate his contributions to collabs and levels? Okay, here's the thing, Michigan, like, okay, as a creator, not the best. Especially, like, stuff like Bloodbath or Yatagarasu. Because, like, those parts are... I'm not gonna call them bad, but they're way too hard. Oh, Artificial Ascent, how could I not even... Yeah. But, like, how did I forget Artificial Ascent? That's, like, a peak example of Michigan making a part that's way too hard for the rest of the level. but I think Michigan's, in terms of legacy, I think Michigan is mostly remembered for like what he did with like, or his contributions to like star grinding, because like he was one of the, because like I don't think, at least for the time he was playing, I can imagine how there was not that many people doing stuff what he did, especially on a mobile device. Because like I think most of the big star grinders mostly played on PC for the obvious reason that it's way easier than playing on mobile. But also like the temple levels I played are actually like quite fun. Can't speak on Water Temple yet, but I've beaten, or Desert Temple, but I've beaten Fire Temple and Shadow Temple, and have made good progress on Forest Temple, and those are actually quite fun, at least in my opinion. First deaths or death, okay. Yeah, Michigan in Artificial Ascent is questionable. Let's just put it that way. But honestly, the hardest part... the hardest part of that, like, of the Trio of Death... What are your opinions of each of the levels I said I want to beat as the hardest in progression? Prismatic Haze is really cool. Cellar Path, I'm not sure. Black Blizzard is my favorite extreme. Stowing in Las Vegas, I don't know that one. Yatagarasu is, I think, a really... It's good in the sense of... Yeah, Yatagarasu, I don't know, as a level it's not, I don't know how good it is, but as an endurance challenge, it seems like a really good level for, like, that sort of thing. And then Frostbeard, I've heard mixed things about it, but overall, I'd say that's a pretty good hardest progression. What are you drinking? I saw you drink from a mug. You mean this? It's just water. I miss the low detail mode. Cool beans, I guess. Currently drinking jasmine tea. Hell yeah. I'm gonna play without low detail mode for a bit. I was using it earlier today because, you know, eyes kind of hurt. And also this level is just impossible to see. So, I think using low detail mode in those circumstances is fair. Okay, nerve death, absolute nerve death, but okay, I got a new best. Thoughts on the by 1%, but yeah, it still counts, and now it probably will not crash. So yeah, that's cool. So let me just open the... So first of all, Doja's Extreme Demons. So here's a question while I'm editing my spreadsheet. Even with that, with that one attempt, I saw, just out of the corner of my eye, I saw a lot of lag. So my thinking is, I don't want to be in a situation similar to you know, how it was with Endless Dream, where, you know, I beat one of my hardest demons, and, the, not validity, but, like, the something like that, is at risk, because, you know, there's a bunch of, frame drops that really, like, affect it, so do I continue from zero, in that instance, do I continue from 0, or do I just play from the drop and try to close out 16 to 100? And honestly, I'm kind of leaning towards play from the drop. But yeah, as for your question, Sasha, I don't feel comfortable discussing stuff like that on stream, but I'll send you some thoughts after stream. Yeah, I'm not doing this because I'm, like, scared of beating the level or anything. Lord knows I would actually like to get this over with quicker, but I'm saying just based off of the, you know, internet having issues case. Like, see, just in the corner of my eye, I saw a giant lag spike. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. And also, again, I find playing from 16 way more fun. Yeah. As for future plans for videos, I have one more Skyblock video upload, almost getting ready to upload. So that'll likely be. Hang on, let me check to. One more. Okay, it's a good sign. I have one more Skyblock video to upload, and then I'm gonna very much chill with uploading that game. Because don't get me wrong, I enjoy it, and it's nice to have passion for it, but one, I feel my spark for playing Geometry Dash, like hard levels, returning, primarily because of what I've been able to do over the last day, and also just because, you know... Oh yeah, I discovered a really funny swag route by accident, so you kind of saw it there, but normally what you're supposed to do is hit the dash orb, the green dash orb, the green orb, pink dash orb, black orb, red orb. But what I discovered is that you can either skip the pink dash orb entirely, or skip the green orb entirely, and then you can just recover onto the main path and continue as if nothing ever happened. Which is really funny in my opinion. Still can't believe that I got 72. And also somehow that means I've that somehow means I've gotten to Etzer 4 times and only died to it once, which is quite funny. I have not been playing Prismatic Haze, by the way. That probably sounded such like that probably was giving such disappointed parent energy. Too busy getting runs on Deimos. Wait, okay, before I go any further, I'm pretty sure I know which Deimos you're talking about, but just in case, which Deimos? Your dream artist. And that makes sense. Black Blizzard was literally my dream hardest. Like, I had a dream about beating it the night that it got verified. late at night. It's hybrid, dang. Why did I get pinged? The top 27, yeah. I'm still impressed that Nepesto managed to beat that in, like, 55k attempts. Because, like, with the exception of... I feel like with the exception of Edge of Destiny, because he got mind-blocked for, like, a billion years at 79, he's been beating his new hardest in, like faster and faster. Because, like... Oh, cool. Because, like, Deimos, the end levels Deimos took him, like, 70, I want to say 75k. Kinos took him 135k. Oblivion took him, like, 62k, I think. Edge of Destiny took him 89k. And the Hybrids Deimos took him 55k. So, honestly, with the way he's been going, I would not be at all surprised to see him complete Thinking Space 2 in like 9k. Yeah, I don't think I've ever actually used Metal before. Like, I know it's like a clipping software. Not a clipping software, but like a clipping thing. But I've never actually personally used it. I know a bunch of my friends do. Deimos is a really, really fun level. You know, that's... From what I've gathered, that's what most people think about it. Yeah, that's... So I'm messaging the apparently. Alright, hell yeah. Hello? Bro's just like, Yeah, I've been playing Digital Descent very loudly. Hang on, I need to... You're already, I think, the highest volume that you can be.
Yeah, I can turn my volume up in settings. Give me a second.
Yeah, because even with my volume, Digital Descent is much too loud.
You got updated yesterday, so I feel like in that spirit, I should play Digital Descent for the first time in a while.
Yeah, I am still amazed that I somehow fluked to 72, or not 72, 71.
Yeah, that's pretty ridiculous, I would say.
Because, like, I was playing from zero because my friend Stax was like, hey, yeah, play from zero. And I was just expecting, I just wanted to get at least a little bit further into Devin's Wave. And then I fluked the rest of that, fluked Etzer, fluked Lugia, and fluked Laser Blitz. And then died at Galva like an idiot. But...
I mean, Galva's like the third hardest part. So...
True, I guess. So yeah, and then my game crashed, like, very quickly into the stream. Because, yeah. And then now I have 72, because I got that. I got back to Galva somehow.
Okay, so you diff me now. Alright. I haven't played Jump Rush in ages. Like, I played yesterday for maybe 10, 20 minutes. Besides that, I haven't played in a month, so...
Yeah, that was kind of
I might be terrible.
That was kind of my situation for most of February, because I just had no motivation to play at all. Because, you know, stuff in my personal life. but then like a few days ago, I suddenly was like, I think I want to play Digital Descent again. And yeah, this happened.
Yeah.
And then I proceeded to all 3 of my runs in the beginning of the stream's title, in the title at the beginning of the stream, were either done like off stream, so like on recording, or just not recorded because I was not expecting to do that.
Okay, my attempts are currently 11,008.
On what, Digital
So
Descent?
yeah. Wow, I'm so bad at this game now.
I mean, like, you haven't played in a month, that's bound to happen.
Oh. Alright, I'm gonna do, I don't know what to call them now. Cause, like... But I'm gonna try and do 91 run. Jeez, this music is so loud. I'm gonna cut this music off.
Yeah, Creo songs are just generally really, really loud, I think.
Yeah. God. I'm just not dying to Rust and Wave Spin.
Yeah, I would hope I'm not dying to Rust and Wave Spin, but I've also accepted that there is a possibility that I die to, like, 97 or 98. I don't want it to happen, and that's why I'm doing all of these runs, is to try to decrease the possibility that it will happen. But I've accepted that there is a chance.
I just can't control my ship anymore. What happened?
Yeah, the ship and wave especially, or like, I feel like those are the 2 hardest game modes to reacclimate yourself with after Mon. I don't know if I'm using that word correctly, but you know what I mean.
I'll play some Carlo now. This is much harder than I remember.
Yeah, that was like the thing for me. Cause like, the way I described it was that like, weirdly, Galva became like way easier without Geode, which is good, but it came at the cost of Carmel being way harder for some reason. So you know, Alex in the VC, yep. So yeah, it came with the cost of Carmel being way harder for no reason at all. I've just accepted that I'm just not gonna have a normal experience with an Extreme Demon during the school year.
Yeah. I mean, I've never had a normal experience with an Extreme ever.
Yeah.
Like, my most recent Extreme Niwa, like, I just died to like anything at this point.
Yeah, so what are your extremes? I know you've been Hypersonic, I know you've been Acu.
Hypersonic was my first one, then Acu, this random one called Cephtus, and then Niwa. I beat that over winter break.
And then
over winter break.
Didn't both Hypersonic and Cephtus, wasn't there like some recording issue where like either didn't record at all or like picked up the wrong mic?
Yeah, Cephtus didn't record the mic because I don't know why. But I think I've fixed that issue now.
And then am I remembering correctly that you also had to be Acu multiple times?
I had to be Acu 4 times.
What happened to the first 3?
The first time my mic didn't record. The second time, I think I beat it and then I pressed on like the shadow play button and it just didn't do anything for some reason. I don't know what that was, but whatever. And then the third time, I think I recorded using OBS that time because I had learned from my mistakes. And like the first 1 second of the level cut out, I was like, oh my god. So I was like, okay, I'm not gonna submit this already. I'll just go to sleep and then beat it again. So I woke up
and then you beat it again.
Beat it. Yeah.
And then through all of that, it still took you like 2K attempts.
3,900. I got really unlucky. That's way too high, by the way, for something of that difficulty. Like,
I mean, to be fair, TC took 13,000.
Okay, but he's on mobile.
Fair, I guess. What the hell happened?
Like,
sorry, I'm reacting to a death I had on stream.
Alright. Pandemic's a lot easier than I remember.
Yeah, I was just making it needlessly difficult for myself during the first stream because I didn't actually watch Aeon Air's video on it until after the first stream, and then once I did that, it was like, oh, this part is actually like really consistent and really fun now. So yeah, it was nice to have one of the 3 problem areas taken care of. That being said, Caramel is still, well, it's Caramel. It's weird. And Etzer, you know what? I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut.
I don't know. I don't understand the Etzer thing. I honestly enjoy playing that part. To be honest.
I mean, like you saw how I described it in the group chat. Like if he spent even a fraction of the time that he spent on scamming people on Team Fortress 2, actually building his part, it wouldn't have turned out like it did.
Well, I think it was just him getting used to 2.1 because I don't know what that background is.
I don't know either. It like actively hurts my eyes.
Oh, I almost just did Etzer again. I almost did a run from Viper to Lugia, but I don't know.
So is that 37 to 56?
Yeah, about.
Yay, I'm a good guesser. And also, I played that part way too much.
Yeah, Manix is actually like the worst part ever.
I'm not gonna call it the worst part ever, but yeah, it's definitely one of the much worse parts. Like, the dual wave is fun. Like, the dual wave is completely fine. It's everything after that that just sucks. And I have no idea how the dual wave is fine, considering, you know, it's that. But, like...
I think I had an issue with it when I first started playing. There was, like, a slope jutting out, and it would kill me, like, half the time. I have no idea why that was.
That does not surprise me. I also wouldn't be surprised if that's like a 2.2 issue, because like if you just like making a dual wave like that, or making a dual like any game mode like that, is basically just you're pretty much just signing paperwork that's like I consent to this part being completely freaking broken in 2.2. I almost just swore.
The dash orb is so bad, like the pink one.
The pink one, honestly, it hasn't been giving me a lot of trouble.
I don't know why. I like randomly got really bad at it. It's one of those parts.
Digital descent. That's the best explanation that you ever have for a part being terrible in this level. It's just digital descent.
I truly don't know why I started playing solo. Like, Artificial Ascent is just miles better, and I just decided, you know what, I'll play Digital Ascent instead.
Do I have Shake turned on? Or Disabled Shake turned on? Yes. I don't know how I managed to get to pass Etzer get to Etzer 4 times and pass it 3 times without Disable Shake. Like, it's actually insane. He went way too overboard.
Yeah, I don't know why he did that.
I'm guessing it might have been something to do with digital being, like, more inconsistent. Because, like, yes, there's parts that legitimately look bad, but there's also parts, like Abstract Dark, that just look amazing. Which I think is a contrast to Artificial Ascent, where it's just good all the way through. Like, don't get me wrong, it looks amazing for 2.0, but...
I think Michigan's part in Artificial Ascent looks terrible, but to each their own.
Honestly, I had a bigger issue with Anthrax by the end.
Like, visually?
Yeah, because I just could not see that part.
I mean, like, Yeah, I understand that actually. I can spam so much better now. It's so
16,
nice.
16 to 78.
To 78.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Hi, Lucy. Yeah, the snow is crazy. I'll put this in the video. I'll put this in the progress report video. But like while I was recording, and I got 47 yesterday. In the middle of the recording, I hear my phone ringing, so I take the call, and it's just like something about like UNH like curtailing operations. So it's just like hell yes, hell yeah! I don't have to go to Coleg tomorrow.
I'm gonna be going to college next year.
Yeah, I know.
That's so crazy.
I think we
you
need
know
to,
I
think
what?
we need to change the name of the group chat to the not so young males and one female.
That's a pretty old joke, man.
Yeah, that
I
was
feel like we've been hitting on that for a while.
that was during the Black Blizzard streams that I think was first brought that up. Yeah, it was, because I remember on the same attempt
Yeah.
I did 25 to 100 without ever dying to anything past 58. So I just went straight from 4 runs to 2, which I think is really funny.
Yeah.
You were in call, I think, and you and Curious were talking about like getting headsets or like microphones or something.
I was telling Karis to get headphones because I could always hear myself when I was on call with him.
Yeah, and did he ever do that?
I hope he did. I honestly haven't been in call with the guy in a while.
Yeah, neither have I. We need to do more like the young males calls, not like the full group, because obviously TC's and Caitlin's schedules make that incredibly difficult. But
They're both in band now.
yeah, and they're also both in Coleg, and probably really busy because I know TC is double majoring. Not sure about Caitlin.
Wait, what's he double majoring in? I thought he was doing music education.
Hang on one second. He mentioned this at some point, and I was like, hey, why are you... I don't know what he's majoring in, actually, but I know he's doing 2 majors.
Because I remember he said music education.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
He's raising the next generation of band kids. That was your exact wording.
Oh, did I? I don't remember saying that, actually.
Yeah, it was like very early October, and I remember this because I was on a 3-hour drive to Connecticut to visit my cousins for one of their bar mitzvahs, or bat mitzvahs, I think. Yeah, it was a bat mitzvah.
I don't know. I don't remember saying that at all.
I read it in a CVS parking lot.
Okay. You have very good memories. I don't remember that at all.
It's like if I could put the same brain power into school as I do for memorizing young males conversations and obscure Jeopardy statistics, I would be literally unstoppable.
I mean, yeah, that's what I could say. I would not have a 5 in English. But, you know.
You would not have a what?
5 in English. It's like an average grade. I do IB. So. Oh jeez, I haven't played Glide in ages. I got 72 on that level twice.
Oh right, you were doing that at some point.
Yeah. I don't know. It's alright. It's a fine level.
My friend is sending me a looting 60 HE. Now I've heard if that isn't the. I know that's like one of the I think it's a Say Device keyboard type keyboard.
Yes, Say Device, but it's a keyboard pretty much.
And then I think isn't there also like an 80? Because I remember seeing Anop Brody use that in one of his videos.
I think one of my friends has a looting. I forgot which one though.
Yeah, I'm really excited to... Like, I have a Skyblock video almost ready. I just need to get, like, 2 million farming XP. After that, I'm going to start working on what I described to Not Lol in the comment section of Saturday's video as man-made horrors.
Script.
Yeah, as man-made horrors beyond their comprehension. That one I'm actually a little bit worried about uploading. Because, partially because of, you know, having all of that content in one video is probably going to be put on some sort of list by the YouTube, like, copyright system. And number two, I know for a fact that this is a topic that people that are more well-versed in it, or, like, have been around longer than I, get really heated over. So 60 HE is like the ADHD bit of it, so yeah, that's what I was thinking. Hey, Alex, have you seen the swag route that I accidentally found in Abstract?
No.
So basically, you know how you're supposed to hit like it's like green dash orb, green orb, pink dash orb, black orb, red orb?
Yeah.
You can entirely skip either the green orb or the pink dash orb, hit the ceiling, teleport down to the floor because the spikes that are supposed to kill you don't extend far enough in either direction. Do like a really specific timing with the red orb, and then I think the most consistent way is to like double click with the UFO. But yeah, if you do that, you can entirely survive and just continue on playing as if nothing happened, which I thought was really funny.
I thought you actually found a skip that like did something, and that just makes it harder, right?
Yeah, but it's also very funny.
Yeah, I guess.
Eventually, I'm gonna get consistent with the Devon dash orbs. Today, however, is not that day. I don't understand what it is about, like, dash orbs and waves that are just so ridiculous. That are so ridiculous. But yeah, I'm probably doing way too much. Like, just as an example, stacks, so I mentioned earlier. I think I had 42 to 100 twice, and like 49 to 100 twice, I want to say. And as far as I know, didn't do anything from either 37 or 16. But one, I'm scared of having a similar experience on this that I did on Artificial Ascent, and two, it's just helpful mentally.
To do runs?
Yeah, from like from either Abstract or Vibrant. And also, again, the level is just, if this level started at Abstract, it would be so much more fun. Because you wouldn't have to sit through the pre-drop for ages if you wanted to get anywhere.
Yeah.
And like, you know how rare it is that I dislike a pre-drop.
Oh, you know how common it is I dislike a pre-drop, so.
Yeah, we are just polar. I feel like we're just polar opposites when it comes to Extreme Demons.
I think the only pre-drop I ever liked was like Cephtus's, because it was so easy.
Yeah.
Like Glide's pre-drop, I generally have so much hatred for that pre-drop.
Oh, so you know what I just thought about?
What?
It has been a year and a half. First of all, it's been a year and a half.
Okay, no, I'm gonna stop you there.
You know exactly what I'm gonna say, though, right?
Yes, obviously.
Yes. And also, we're coming up on 2 years since I beat Black Blizzard.
Oh, wow, okay. We're also coming up on 2 years since I beat a new hardest. So.
Yeah, I don't even know, is your hardest still Hypersonic, or is Cephtus or Niwa harder?
Cephtus is, like, insane in the difficulty. Niwa is pretty easy too, so Hypersonic is still...
Yes, Hypersonic is still your hardest. Because, of course, it is.
I mean, I could be the new hardest so easily, but like...
Yeah, I mean, what's your progress on, what is it, Wide Step?
Okay, well, I think I'm gonna talk about Wide Step. I think I have, like, some run from, like, 58, and then I have, like, 78 to 100. It's just pretty small progress, honestly. I haven't really played from the pre-drop But also, like, the second half is way harder than the first half.
What happened to Justice Snake and Plasma Pulse Finale?
Probably dropped it.
Yeah, because like I remember he had made some like really good progress for relatively how little he's played it, and also how big of a jump it is from ABP to Plasma Pulse Finale.
I mean, I don't know. Like, there comes a point where you get bored of the game, or a level. And I don't think you tend to get bored of levels, but I do. And I think so does Justice Snake.
Yeah. I don't tend to get bored of levels, and even when I do, it's just like sunk cost fallacy is kind of pushing me along to beat it, which I know is a really, 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 really unhealthy mindset, but don't know really how I can fix it, so... Also, I'd just like to point out that the Club Step Monster in Lugia, he actually, like, bites into his own... Each of his teeth on, like, the bottom and top half bites into the other half. Which... you okay, man? But yes, I digress. I am still genuinely perplexed at how I managed to beat PPF in 7,000 attempts. Like,
that is pretty crazy, actually.
And then Artificial took me 9k. Although, to be fair, like, 2/3 of those attempts were, like, really old, and also when I was so bad that I had to use no clip to get through Zobros.
Well, I need to use no clip to get through Zobros, so maybe it's okay. Because I haven't learned the part, so maybe that is a factor.
Yeah, for some reason it got, like, weirdly consistent for me, and I have no idea why or how.
Yeah. Time to play it from zero.
Okay, yeah. You're playing that now?
Yeah. Because I have 72.
Yeah, because like you might as well finish it because you've done like pretty much all of the. I'm not gonna say that the pre-drop is or post-drop is really hard, but like you've done most of the difficulty of the level.
Okay, past like the triple dash orb and the post-drop, it's like completely free.
Yeah, except for 89. Which no,
89's
I'm not.
That's alright.
No, I'm not just salty about that because I died there. What could possibly give you that impression? Although thankfully, it's 89 and not 90, so I got to avoid having to add anything to my died in the last 10% of it counter.
You like barely ever die in the last 10%. I've died in the last 10% on every extreme even I've beaten. So consider yourself lucky.
Yeah, I consider myself really lucky, especially considering how many levels I've fluked. Especially ones like a Stalemate Redux where I had absolutely no business fluking them.
I think Hypersonic I died 91, 92 twice. Accu I died 92, 96. Sepsis I died at 90 twice. Oh shoot, wait, I made it to the ship part.
Ah, 16 to 72.
Alright, I'm at the drop. How did I die there?
Where did you die?
I full missed the blue orb at 32.
Oof.
That is just bad.
That's like the only thing that I ever really dislike about like karma levels or chrome levels or levels like that is that sometimes deaths just make no sense.
Yeah, I've never beaten a karma level besides like Hungry Hub 3. But
yeah, there's also
or I beat Alive.
Yeah, with the straight fly, and there's also Don't Rate This Level with the 4 frame perfects at the end. How did I die there?
I think Rob Tough like thought those 4 frame perfects were auto and rated it 5 stars.
Yeah, or I remember hearing that he like for a long time, and I don't know if this is still true to this day. I heard that he like only looks at the beginning of levels.
Yeah, I think that's the case.
And that's also why he rated Alive, because I have a feeling with the... If you looked at the entire thing, is with the straight fly at the end, because one, it's all rainbow blocks, and two, it's really hard. He probably would not have rated it 6 stars, if he even rated it at all.
I mean, I feel like there's bigger fish to fry with, like, the rating system.
I know, I'm just...
And also...
I'm just pointing out
moderators.
because, like, I feel like Carmel has been, like, one of the biggest, he's faced the most criticism whenever it comes to, like, the rating system.
Yeah, for sure.
Which, like, I'm not gonna say they're, like, totally in the wrong, because some of the rates are somewhat questionable. But the way I see it, like, it's more rated levels, it's not hurting your chances of getting a rated level. And, like, I think it's okay to rate levels just because, like, they're, like, just for a bit of fun. Not every level has to be, like, a super serious world rate. You know?
You know Geography Dash? That
Yes.
level? I love that level. Like, I think it's fine for levels like that to be rated.
Isn't that just,
Yeah,
like,
it's
something... Isn't that just, like, a huge collaboration with, like, all of the countries of the world?
It's not a collaboration, but it's like some guy made segments to the level for every single country in the world.
Yeah, like, and
It's
I
like
think that's
the-
a genuinely, like, I think that's a creative idea, along with it being funny. So, like, I'm fine with that being rated.
Yeah. I also think Quantus or whatever.
Quantu,
is pretty funny.
the Ren remake of Blast Processing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that level is
Quantus.
just silly. Like, I don't know how else to describe it. It feels like what would have happened if... It feels like exactly what would have happened if you... How do I word this? I'm thinking very hard. It feels like what people in, like, very early 2.1, or whenever it came out, feels like how people from that era saw quantum processing.
I'll have the drop, by the way.
Cool.
Aw, 50.
Aw. Isn't that, like, your best run since coming back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've also played like 40 attempts, so
Yeah, not bad.
I started to get a little... Oh no, I've played 25. Started to get a little stressed out around there.
Yeah.
I'm normally okay with people talking, like, when I'm playing the level. Like, if you watch my Neo completion, there's, like, pretty much, we were talking about how one of my friends was, like, doing a set of, incline bench press dumbbells, and he, like, farted during a set, and, we were talking about, like, ultimate gassy failure.
Oh my god.
And when I beat it, it's pretty funny. And so that was the attempt I beat, and they were just talking about that and Minecraft mods.
Yeah.
The whole
And then
time,
I think
so-
there was also, I think it was Colorful Overnight, where you just,
well,
you just could not get, JS and Curious to shut up.
They were just talking about Dashin.
Yeah. And then I think I accidentally made it worse, because I had Justice Snake muted at the time, because, like, I was also streaming, and he was being really loud, so I just had him muted, so I couldn't hear, like, what you were, like, saying, or why you were saying it, so I was just like, yo, are you talking to JS? And you were like, yeah, because you were at, like, 90 at the time, and it was a fluke from 62.
Yeah. That was pretty funny.
Who would you say, like, when we all call together, in the instances where that happens, who would you say, like, interrupts us more frequently, JS or Curious?
Karis, because, well, it's like, he has a really, really bad stutter. And so, like, he'll like, finish saying something, and, okay, you'll, like, respond, and then he just keeps stuttering over you, and it's like, oh my god, stop.
Yeah, and also,
It's like,
I think,
alright.
remember when I think it was Aftermath when this happened, and he was talking about, like, making a Google Doc with the best player for every icon, and I was just like, I'm at the last ship, by the way. and he was like, and you were just like, Carius, do you know what drop means? And he was just like, yes, I know what drop means. And then I just, and then overlaid on top of the video, I just put text saying doubt.
Yeah. I remember when I beat 9 circles too, like, I was like, Carius, I'm really far. And he was like, something like that. He like was saying literally nothing, and I beat the level. I don't know. I'm not trying to make fun of his stutter, but like,
yeah, I know.
Sometimes it just gets to a point. Sometimes.
And then I think there was also a point during the Sunset Sandstorm grind, for me, where I think I was like very, very far, and no, we were talking about how to platformer, and TC was in the call, and he'd beaten it. So he was like, I asked him what his final time was, and he was like, it's pretty stupid high. I'm never playing that level again. And then Justice Snake, all he heard was the word high. So he just started going off about how like he hated high and all of that. The problem was he was doing that, like he did all that after I said far, and I was at like 70% from 32. And you just had to, you were just like, no, I heard far.
Yeah.
And then somehow I did the run on that attempt.
Yeah. I don't know, Justice Snake is a interesting fellow.
Yeah, they have selective hearing, I feel.
Yeah, they do have selective hearing. I remember at Core now, I was like fighting for my life. I was like, I'm at the drop. And Justice Snake was like, what? And I said, yeah, I'm at the drop. It's like, okay. And I said, do you know what I'm at the drop means? And
yeah, I think that was Colorful Overnight.
Yeah, that was Colorful Overnight when I beat that.
Yeah, and he was just like, yeah, and you were like, dude, it's a rhetorical question. I can't say, I'm not gonna say exactly what you said there, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're interesting people, but they're good friends, at least when they're not constantly fighting each other.
I just died to the black orbs, yeah.
Rip. Yeah. I'll get one more attempt past Etzer from 16 on the stream, because I've been going for about an hour. And I feel like I've actually... I feel like I've done a lot of really good stuff this stream. Like, mostly just with all the runs that I've gotten from 16 to, like, the 60s and 70s. And also, you can't ignore the, you know, the obvious.
Mm-hmm. That's good. I know it's hard. Oh my god. I died. Okay.
Yeah, if I wasn't so, like, committed to, doing these levels on stream, like, I really want to beat levels on stream, because I don't like how most of the level, like, between EXO and Plasma Pulse Finale, the only level that I actually beat on stream was Falcon 16. So I want to beat more stuff on stream.
Yeah, it is fun. Oh my god, I have 70 and not Falcon 16 stuff. Thing is though, when I got my sale device, like, for some reason double clicking in that level became like possible. I don't know why. I died to the black orb again.
Ah, 16 to 72.
Oh.
Alright. I'm happy with that.
My bad for talking.
No, you're good.
During your run.
Realistically, if it's from that point, like, I'm still able to, like, kind of talk. I'm still able to, sort of just not lock in, but, like, I'm still able to fully focus on the level even when people are talking. Once I get to once I pass Caramel, at least the wave in Caramel, that's when I gotta lock in. But before then, don't worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I
Oh,
think I'm
you
gonna-
added the spider.
Yeah.
All right.
So yeah, I'm gonna end now, but that was a fantastic stream. Like, I don't know. Like, 58, 72, and then a bunch of runs from 16. So, yeah, I think next stream, I don't know what I'm gonna do for next stream. I'll work on 16 to 100 off stream. And then probably stream, because I have Friday off completely. So,
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm gonna do, but yeah, I'm happy.
You should change your status.
Yeah, I probably should. I didn't even think about that. But yeah, great stream, even though I dropped 21,000 frames. I don't know what's up with my internet today. It just is. But yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave the call now. It was fun talking to you and playing and having you play Glide and Digital Descent in the call.
Yep. Thank you. You're welcome for having me. Have you ended stream?
Not yet. I'm gonna do that in about a minute. But yeah,
Oh,
see ya.
okay. See you.
And why do I have 3 pings from over here? Schedule pings. All right. So yeah, that's about where I'm gonna end. See ya.